Course Summary. About this course. This Workplace Risk Assessments course explores hazard and risk and provides learners with the information they need to complete a risk assessment. It is relevant to anybody who is responsible for managing risk and addressing safety issues in their workplace. In this course, we will define the terms hazard, hazardous event, and risk. Define what is meant by the term risk assessment. Define the terms likelihood and consequence. Examine the risk assessment process and introduce risk rating systems. Discover the benefits of carrying out risk assessments. Hazards. Understanding risk and completing risk assessments is important in order to ensure that the working environment is safe. However, before we attempt to define and understand risk, it is important to consider some other terms first. The first of these is hazard, which describes anything that has the potential to cause harm or have adverse effects. These can include ill health and injury, damage to property, products or the environment, production losses, or increased liabilities. The effect a hazard can have and the severity of said effect is determined by the hazard type and level of exposure. The effects can be acute, meaning that the injury or harm can occur or be felt as soon as a person comes in contact with the hazardous agent, such as a splash of acid in a person's eye. Some responses may be chronic, delayed, such as mesothelioma, a cancer of the lining of the lung cavity that can develop more than 20 years after a person is exposed to asbestos. Hazards present in the workplace are numerous and varied, and some are more difficult to spot and control than others. Some examples of common workplace hazards are shown below, but remember that this list is by no means exhaustive and does not include any hazards associated with more specialized processes or equipment.